Okay, hey guys. Today I'm just gonna be debunking I'm just fed up with it. I'm just gonna be debunking basic atheist lies. I'm just gonna get right into it. This should be a pretty quick video because it's just like the arguments are just so bad. They're so bad, and it's just not gonna be. This is gonna be light work for me. But I just want to I guess communicate to the broader public just how bad these arguments are and to disprove them and debunk them as quickly as possible. So let's just get right into it. The first argument we're talking about is did you know that where you end up being born is where you're likely to most join the religion. You're most likely to join the religion. So if you were born in India, you are likely to be Hindu, and if you are born in um the South, the U.S. South, then you are likely to be a Baptist or a Christian, a Protestant Christian. And if you are born in Soviet Russia, then you are likely to be an atheist. Okay. So that all that argument is saying is basically, if you're a sheep, then you're just going to follow the religion that people around you are following. Does that disprove God at all? If you're a sheep, that you won't find God. Does that disprove God? No. So does God have to make it super easy that literally that you don't have to put in any positive effort? You don't have to do any due diligence to find out the correct religion. Does that disprove God just because you have to put in a little bit of effort and you can't just be a sheep and follow everyone around? Does that disprove God? No, it doesn't disprove him at all. So that's the first argument. Debunked. And yeah, so you basically that argument has done 0%, literally 0% the way to disproving God. Yeah, so the first argument already destroyed and it hasn't done anything with 0% God disproven. We're off to a good start for the atheists. Not sarcasm. Okay, argument number two is oh, think of all the horrible suffering and tragedy and oh, all these innocent people who die and get murdered and bad things happen to every day. Oh, why won't anyone think about them? Why won't anyone? So how do you know? I mean, this seems like a good argument, but basically, how do you know that they didn't deserve it? How do you know they didn't deserve it? Maybe literally all these bad things are happening to people because they deserve it or they're going to do something bad and God is preventing them. Did you think about that for 1 second, maybe? No, yes, you have no good arguments. It's like, oh no, it's like, how do you know that they weren't doing something bad? It's like, oh, my grandma was such a good person, and then she died in a horrific car wreck. Um, Maybe your grandma was literally driving in the car and thinking, what are the kids? How can I run over as many people in my car as possible and kill as many kids as possible? Do you know she wasn't thinking that? Can you prove she wasn't thinking that right before she got in a car wreck? And God was stopping her from killing the children. Can you prove that that wasn't what's happening? He's like, she would never do that. Okay, proof, evidence. Oh, you don't have any evidence. Oh, so yeah, that argument's out the window. And so then you're like, well, I didn't, I never had bad thoughts, and I am permanently disabled because of a logging accident when I was a child. Okay, so you realize, oh, so you realize how much bias much? Oh, I would never think something bad. Why? Oh, yeah, because I'm gonna believe you about that. Yeah, duh. That's debunked. Oh, what about all the my 2-year-old brother? He got eaten by a lion at the zoo. How do you know your brother wasn't gonna grow up to be the next Hitler? Can you prove your brother was gonna be the next Hitler? Obviously, no, you can't. You can't. Debunked. Okay, so if anyone's keeping score, by the way, we're still zero. We're two arguments now, and 0% God disproven. By the way, yeah, 0%. Wow. What great numbers. So the third one is oh, the Bible. If you read it, it has lots of contradictions in it, and evolution disproves the Bible. Okay, so let's just say for the sake of argument, you're right. You're not. You're capping. But let's just say for the sake of argument, you're right. Does that disprove Allah? Oh, what if Allah is God? I actually read the Quran and I debunk it too for the same reasons. Okay, well, what if okay, just so there's like 1,000 other religions. So you're gonna tell me you've debunked all of those? You've read through all of those books? You've literally done all the due diligence. You've read through all of these books and you've perfectly debunked each and every single one of them. Yes. Yes, I've debunked all of the holy texts. Okay, cap. But let's say for the sake of argument, you're true. Who said that God had to make a holy text at all? Who said that that you just don't learn it through praying to him every single night? That you just don't write it yourself? Who said that it's even been written yet? Oh, wait. No one said that? No one ever said that? No one ever said that God doesn't exist if he didn't write a holy book? So that's never been said. So why would the Bible being wrong disprove God? Oh, so you didn't disprove God at all. Oh. But other religions, you're just making up a new religion. Oh, no, I'm not making up a new religion. Actually, because who said that God even has to have a religion? Oh, you've never heard of people who are not religious, they're spiritual? Oh, you've never even heard of that. So you don't even know the basics then. Okay. So you just tattling yourself for not even knowing anything, basically. You don't even know the okay. So you've basically been debunked. You've been debunked, right? Debunked. Okay. The next argument is argument number 4. Actually, because of evolution and because of the Big Bang, we don't even need God. We've already explained the entire universe, and we didn't even need to add God into the picture. So why would you believe in him? So yeah, that's a bad argument. I don't just because you have one explanation doesn't mean another explanation could have been the cause of it. So here's an example. Yesterday, my room smelled like a fart, and people came into my room and they said, "Wow, did you fart in here?" And I didn't fart in there. And the actual explanation was that someone in another room had taken a dump and it had wafted into my room. Uh, so yeah, people, you just because you think you have one explanation. I mean, if I didn't correct them and say no, someone just took a massive dump in the other room and that's why it smells like a fart. If I hadn't corrected them, they would have had a good explanation for why the room smelled like a fart, you know. But that didn't mean it was proof. That didn't mean it was just because you have a good explanation doesn't mean that other explanation couldn't have also sufficed. How do you know God didn't cause the Big Bang? Did you even think of that for 1 second? Are you even thinking through these arguments? You don't even know the basics. Okay, so yeah, that's 4 atheist arguments debunked, by the way. 0% evidence disproving God, for the records. God is 0% disproven. He's 100% there still. So yeah, you've been basically debunked so far. Argument number 5 is religion causes, this is the final argument. Religion causes evil holy wars. It causes bad wars over God, and then people die and there's suffering. So basically your argument, if I'm understanding it, is that war is bad and God causes wars, correct? Yes, that's my argument. That is my argument. Okay, so you'd say like World War II is bad, right? Yes. So then no one should have been in World War II because if you join a war, you make it a bigger deal. Then you're making more war, and war is bad, right? Yes, correct. Oh, so the U.S. shouldn't have joined World War II. They should have just let Hitler win. Not exactly. Oh, so basically what you're saying is, so the U.S. making the war a bigger deal, and joining the war and starting more battles happen because the U.S. joined the war. Oh, so that was actually good of them. That was actually good. Oh, so war isn't actually bad. You can actually have war for good reasons. Oh, so if there was WMDs in Iraq, then the Iraq war would have not been justified. Oh, so yeah, you don't even know the basics. So basically what the atheists want is they wanted Hitler to win because they think war is bad. And so yeah, that basically proves that that this argument is just dog water. So basically, this argument has been debunked. And if you're keeping score, that is 5 atheist arguments, and that is 0% disproving God. God is basically 0% disproven, and those are the best atheist arguments I know. Unfortunately, I know from experience that those are the best arguments they're going to give you, and they've all been debunked. 0% disproven God. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been basically a quick debunking of all of these arguments. Now you know how to destroy. There's a bug. Now you know how to destroy the arguments yourself if you ever run into them. Okay, bye-bye.